other people's opinions, unpredictable outcomes, external events, and circumstances beyond your influence. Most people unknowingly carry both. They worry about things they cannot change. They try to influence things they cannot control. They attach their emotions to outcomes they cannot guarantee. And as a result, they suffer twice. First in anticipation, and then in reality. Marcus Aurelius repeatedly reminded himself of this distinction, not as theory, but as practice. He trained his mind to ask a simple question whenever faced with difficulty. Is this within my control? If the answer was yes, he acted. If the answer was no, he let go. This separation creates clarity. Because energy is no longer wasted on resistance. Think of a storm. You cannot stop the rain. You cannot control the wind. You cannot command the sky. But you can take shelter. You can prepare. You can respond intelligently. Stoicism is not about ignoring reality. It is about responding to reality effectively. In daily life, this principle shows up in subtle ways. When someone criticizes you, you cannot control their opinion. When a plan fails, you cannot control every outcome. When delays happen, you cannot control time itself. But what you can control is your reaction. Will you panic? Will you complain? Will you lose focus? Or will you adjust, learn, and continue? The Stoic does not waste energy fighting reality. Instead, the Stoic aligns with it once the mind understands what it can and cannot control. The next step is even more powerful. Because control alone is not enough. Perception determines how control is used. And this leads us to the second lesson. Two people can experience the exact same situation and walk away with completely different emotional outcomes. One feels defeated. The other feels challenged. One sees failure. The other sees feedback. One gives up. The other adapts. The event did not change. Only the interpretation changed. Reality itself is neutral. What gives it meaning is the mind observing it. This means that suffering is often not caused by external events, but by internal judgment. Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. He trained himself to observe his thoughts instead of being controlled by them. Because the first reaction of the mind is not always the truth.